Good evening, ma'am.
My
Good
here
morning,
it's
sir.
good morning. It's good morning. Yeah, yeah. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good
How are
morning, sir.
you?
Good morning. I am fine.
So, what is the time there, sir?
Midnight 12:45.
Oh my God. Okay.
Just thought I will join you
Oh, sure.
for this new class.
Oh, that's my pleasure. That's nice. So you have joined at the
Yeah.
midnight. Okay, okay,
I
okay.
am.
So I think
Okay.
it's 13 hours
It's rain.
difference.
No,
12 and a
yeah,
half.
it's raining and it's very cold also here.
Okay. All right. Okay. So when do you sleep, sir?
No, I will sleep after this another 10 minutes or something like that. I don't get sleep
Oh,
these days. It's
oh,
not an issue. Yeah.
okay,
But a
okay.
lot of things to be learnt from my visit to this place. Maybe I will
Hmm.
come back and share with our students.
Sure,
Uh,
sure, sure. Yeah, we are all eagerly waiting for that.
Plenty Yeah, carry on with your work. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Okay. So, students, so once again, good morning to all. And I think most of you have come. And we have Prithilaya, Kushma, Mahendra Kumar, Pranaviha, Palak, Shanvika, Soundarya, and Sai Prasad. And we have one new person, Bhagiraj. Bhagiraj, can you introduce yourself? Bhagiraj Rikingla? Yeah.
Madam, good morning, madam. My son Karthi C. Sivaram, please.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Can you introduce
Sorry.
yourself?
Name, sorry.
My name is Karthi. My studying 7B2.
You're studying in
Mr.
seventh standard. Okay. You
Mr.
are from which
Karthik,
place?
father was my student.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Karthik, Master Karthik, your father was my student.
Okay, sir.
Just
Karthi, you are
okay,
from
very
which
Thank
good.
you, sir.
place?
That's it.
Karthi, you are from which place?
Coimbatore.
Okay, Karthi. Okay, thank you. Fine. So, yeah, the remaining nine of you, yeah, you are already attending the spoken English classes, right? Okay, then. So, today, guys, we are beginning the first Sunday class of this vacation. And we had to skip the last two Sundays due to some personal reasons from my end. Anyways, from this Sunday, we will have classes till the end of May on all Sundays. Okay. And today we are starting with the first topic, that is the art of public speaking. Okay. So this was one of the topics that most of the students the last time liked, along with a few other topics. The reason is art of public speaking is a demanding skill nowadays. Public speaking அப்படிங்கிறதுனால it's a demanding skill. So when you hear this term public speaking, as soon as you may be thinking about the speech competition or the elocution contest that happens in your school. Yes, how many of you have joined or have participated in elocution contests? Just raise your hands. How many of you used to take part in speech competitions? பேச்சு போட்டியில எத்தனை பேர் participate பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? So far, maybe if it is only one time, you can even raise your hand, even if it's once. Okay, only two. Kushma, Soundarya, Kritilaya. Okay, all right. So I would say from the next academic year, okay, please try to participate. Please participate in at least one speech competition. But I don't say that you have to take part only in English or only in Tamil competition. That's of course up to you. Even if you want to join in some other language, you can of course do it. Okay, so if you are good at Hindi, then you can join in Hindi speech competition. So elocution will be conducted in 2 to 3 languages in almost all the schools because Tamil and English are of course mandatory in Tamil Nadu. Apart from that, if you are having a Hindi as a subject and if you are having a separate competition for Hindi, just ask your teacher if you are good at Hindi, you can also take part in Hindi speaking competitions. Okay, so public speaking is one of the demanding skills, most demanding skills, I said. So is it just demanding only because of the elocution competitions that you have in school? So எதுக்கு ஸ்கூல்ல why they are conducting these kinds of competitions? What is the purpose? Okay, so just imagine I'm sitting in front of you now, okay, online. However, I'm teaching around 10 students now. Hmm? So teaching is actually, I would say it is a subset of public speaking, because if you must be able to teach, if you if you must be you must be having the caliber to speak with a clear voice, that is proper audibility, and you must also be able to deliver the topic clearly with clarity. Only then the teaching profession becomes successful. Yes, so I would say teaching is actually a subset of public speaking, because a teacher not just lectures whatever is written in the textbook or in the screen or in the notebook. Rather, the teacher has to explain what is written or what is taught to the students. Yes, so all these come under the art of speaking. So imagine that I am a very introverted person. Hmm? Imagine that I am an introverted person, and I don't wish to talk much to others. Imagine I'm a silent person who likes to spend my time in a cozy environment, reading books, and leading my own time, spending my time with myself, nobody else. Can such a person become a teacher, or can such a person mm, become a person who can share his or her knowledge with others? Definitely, an introverted person cannot, like we can say, give as much inputs as an ambivert can do. So it doesn't mean that you have to be an extrovert, not at all. So being an ambivert is very essential. So I would call myself an ambivert because whenever required, I speak, and whenever it is not needed, I don't speak. So that is the quality of an ambivert. Similarly, public speaking is an art that each and every individual has to learn. Each and every person has to cultivate this art. So this is an art. I'm calling it an art. Skill அப்படிங்கறத விட நான் அதோட ஆர்ட் அப்படிங்கிறேன், அது ஒரு கலை அப்படிங்கிறேன் பப்ளிக் ஸ்பீக்கிங். ஏன்னா பேசி நமக்கு எத்தனை விஷயங்கள் லைஃப்ல அச்சீவ் பண்ண முடியாது. ஓகே, ஸோ just a simple example. If you message, yes,
I have one doubt, Miss.
hmm.
Miss, what is ambivert, Miss?
Ambivert is a person who stays silent whenever needed, and at the same time, when he or she has to speak, when he or she has to interact, at that time they will come and speak. Okay, so basically the word ambi means both. Ambidextrous அப்படின்னு ஒரு word இருக்கு. Ambidextrous means a person who can write using both the hands simultaneously. So most of us are right-handers. Yes, any left-handers here? Any left-handers? Left-handers இருக்கீங்களா யாராவது? எழுதுறது left handல இருக்கீங்களா கேக்குறேன், left-handers. Nobody? Okay. So rarely we can see a few people with writing with left hand. But there are a very few people in this world who can write using both the hands. லெஃப்ட்டும் ரைட்டும் யூஸ் பண்ணி ஒரே டைம் சைமல்டேனியஸ்லி எழுத முடியற சிலவங்களும் இருக்காங்க. And those people are called ambidextrous. Ambidextrous. So இந்த ambi அப்படிங்கிற word, it means both. Ambidextrous, ambivert. Ambivert is a person who has the qualities of both an introverted person as well as an extroverted person. ஓகே, சிலவங்களை பார்த்தா சொல்ல முடியாது இவங்க இன்ட்ரோவர்ட்டா எக்ஸ்ட்ரோவர்ட்டான்னு சொல்லவே முடியாது, because they keep changing based on the situation. ஓகே, so definitely that is required. Full extroverted இருந்தா அப்பவும் சொல்லுவாங்க அது லூஸ் டாக் அப்படிம்பாங்க. Nowadays the people are like that, right? பேசிட்டே இருக்கும், அது ஒரு chatter box அப்படிம்பாங்க. At the same time, if you are an introvert, people will say, oh, she doesn't even speak with anyone. She doesn't like, or he doesn't like to interact with others. ஸோ எப்படி ரெண்டு டைப்புமே வந்து people are not expecting this kind of attitude from us. So now you may ask me, ma'am, society-க்காக, people-க்காக நமக்கு நம்மள change பண்ணிக்க முடியுமா? Definitely not necessary. Not at all necessary. Society will think whatever they want. So that is up to them. Whatever nonsense they want, let them think. So you have to be you. நான் இப்படின்னா நான் இப்படிதான் இல்லையா? So likewise, being an ambivert is a very good thing, I would say, because தேவையுள்ளப்ப பேசு. Whenever you get a chance to speak or whenever you feel that this is the time I have to speak, then you have to speak. Okay. Whereas if you come across a situation where your voice doesn't matter or your words doesn't matter, please do keep quiet. That will be the best thing. Okay. So I hope you all would have seen that 5-star ad. 5-star ad varum இல்லையா? Sometimes it's good to do nothing. Have you seen that ad? Okay. So likewise, yeah. So you likewise, speaking is also such a thing. But public speaking is something that is different. Public speaking is a skill that if you develop it, definitely you can excel in your career. Whatever career you are choosing. Okay, நம்ம லைஃப்ல என்ன career எடுக்கிறதுனாலுமே நமக்கு ஃபியூச்சர்ல public speaking will help. Okay, இப்போ just a simple example. After that, I'm getting into the main lesson. Imagine that you came across a very tough situation in your company. Okay, and you are one of the team members. You are one of the employees in that company. And the company is facing a very severe issue. It can be a financial issue, it can be a monetary crisis, that is a financial crisis, or a crisis between the teamwork, anything. And you could find a solution for that. Okay, you could find a solution. But how will I present it? எப்படி அதை express பண்றது? Or even if I talk to the manager or even if I talk to the CEO about that, will he consider it? அவர் அதை கேட்டுப்பாரா? என்கிட்ட நல்ல ஒரு ஐடியா இருக்கு, பட் if I tell that, will they accept it or will they take it in a wrong way? இப்படி நிறைய doubts நம்ம மைண்ட்ல வரும். So how to confidently express your views or how to confidently speak out your thoughts to the concerned person. That is where public speaking matters. Public speaking skill னா எப்பவுமே மேடையில ஏறி பேசுறது மட்டும் இல்ல. இந்த எலெக்ஷன் ரேலிக்கு போகும்போது லீடர்ஸ் வந்து மேடையா ஸ்டேஜா போய் ஏறி பேசுவாங்க இல்லையா? அது மட்டும் இல்ல பப்ளிக் ஸ்பீக்கிங். பப்ளிக் ஸ்பீக்கிங் இஸ் applicable in each and every phase of life. இப்ப என் வீட்ல நான் ஏதாவது ஒரு விஷயம் பேசணும்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். I have to volunteer and I have to talk. So that is also a part of public speaking. I'm teaching you right now. Still, I have not got into this PPT. I'm giving you some general examples for the last 15 minutes. 15 நிமிஷமா நான் இதில் இல்லாத மெட்டீரியல் தான் பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன். That is also a part of public speaking. So we have to start learning it. So public speaking க்கு first தேவையானது, what is the first and the foremost element that you must gain to become a good speaker or a good public speaker? Confidence. Confidence. That is the first thing that you have to gain. It doesn't matter how many books you read a day, how many people you interact with, doesn't matter. You must be confident from within. Okay. So slowly we will get into this workshop. This is actually a kind of workshop just for 1 hour only. But I think we will complete by 12:15. Okay. So in this 1 hour, you will be learning the techniques to become a skilled public speaker in your life. Okay. I hope you will enjoy this session. Can we start?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this workshop aims to guide you in better communication and presentation skills. First of all, what is public speaking? So there is a proper definition given here. So I will just minimize it. You can see the full explanation. I think this got slightly different. 1 second, okay? So what is public speaking? So some of you might know this. So public speaking is the art of expressing your ideas to an audience who is listening to you. So whatever ideas you have in your mind, whatever thoughts you are having, you're expressing it to someone. The audience can be minimum one person or even 10,000 people, no matter. So whatever you have in your mind, you wish to express it to the public or to the audience who's listening to you. And that sharing of your thoughts is called public speaking. Okay. So definitely we have to ensure one thing here. If there is an interesting audience, if there is a group of keen audience who have come to listen to you, then your speech must also be interesting. Yes, if they are coming from faraway places to listen to your speech, then you must also be able to deliver that quality of speaking. Yes, so we must not disappoint the audience. Yeah. So here you can see, first, let us learn how to structure the speech. Okay. Most of the students may have this doubt, especially if you are moving to the high school from your primary schooling. Public speaking, எப்படி start பண்றது, எப்படி end பண்றது. Okay, just three parts to keep in mind. The first part is the introductory part. Introduction is always important. It is the heart of your speech. And then comes the body, and then comes the conclusion. So I would say introduction அப்படிங்கிறது, it can be just for 5 minutes. That's enough. Maximum of 5 minutes is enough. But if you will be able to catch the attention of the audience in that 5 minutes, in the first 5 minutes, if you will be able to catch the attention of the entire audience, then you are a skilled public speaker, I would say. Then you can succeed very easily. And the first 5 minutes and the audience would attention grab பண்ண முடியும். அது நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்க, எது பண்றீங்களோ, you must be able to do it. Okay. So in the introductory part, we will be grabbing the attention of the audience. After that, we will state the purpose of that particular speech. So why you are standing here? Today, I'm standing here to talk about whatever you are going to talk today. Okay, whatever you are going to speak about that day, just express it. That is the purpose. And then outline the key points. So what are the key points that we are going to speak about? For example, today, if I want to talk about AI, okay, so I can just highlight the important points about AI. எதை பத்தியெல்லாம் நான் இன்னைக்கு பேச போறேன், ஏஐயோட இப்ப இருக்கிற growth, அப்புறம் ஏஐயோட ஹிஸ்டரி, ஏஐ இப்போ எப்படி எல்லாம் ஒர்க் ஆகுறது, ஆஃப்டர் தட் ஏஐக்கு ஃபியூச்சர்ல என்ன ஸ்கோப் இருக்கு, ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு எதெல்லாம் ஏஐ டூல்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த 5 points நான் இம்பார்ட்டண்டா இன்னைக்கு டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண போறேன். ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் ஹைலைட் த பாயிண்ட்ஸ் தட் யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு டாக் அபவுட். ஓகே, ஸோ திஸ் வில் கம் அண்டர் தி இன்ட்ரடக்ஷன். ஆஃப்டர் தட், மூவிங் ஆன் டு பாடி. Body is the longest part of your speech. And in the body part, you will present the main ideas. Whatever you want to speak, you will express all those ideas with supporting evidence and examples. So what is meant by evidence or examples? Evidence is proof. So imagine if I am teaching you something, most of the people, that is human psychology, we expect a proof or an evidence for that. Okay. So if I say water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, how can I believe it? I need a proof. அப்படின்னா ப்ரூவ் பண்ணி காமிக்க முடியும். சயின்டிபிக் எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட்ஸ் காமி நமக்கு ப்ரூவ் பண்ண முடியும். So likewise, when you are expressing something, when you are speaking about something, learn to give proper evidence for that. Because the audience are very sharp nowadays, especially children, youngsters. So you must ensure that you are having ample evidence to prove what you are speaking is right. Okay. And then you can also give the required examples. You can take the help of digital classrooms or visual presentations like PPTs. Okay. And then moving on to conclusion. So once the body part is completed, moving to conclusion. In conclusion, you will summarize the key points again. அப்ப நம்ம இவ்வளவு நேரம் என்ன பேசினோம் அப்படிங்கறத you will just summarize it, putting everything in a nutshell. Then you will restate the purpose. Means once again you will repeat for what purpose you spoke on that topic, and you will end with a strong closing statement. Closing statement depends from one subject to another subject. Okay, so mostly we try to give a positive closing statement. எப்பவுமே ஒரு ஹோப்ஃபுல்லா ஒரு பாசிட்டிவான ஒரு க்ளோசிங் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் தான் நம்ம எப்பவுமே கொடுக்கறது நல்லது. வாட் எவர் பி த டாபிக். Okay, because we always want to keep the public motivated. We always want them to be hopeful and positive, right? அப்போ ஆப்டிமிஸ்டிக் அப்ரோச்ல போனா தான் எந்த ஒரு பப்ளிக் ஸ்பீக்கருக்கும் அவங்க வந்து ஒரு ஆடியன்ஸ் வந்து ஒரு வேல்யூ கொடுப்பாங்க. அதர்வைஸ் வாட் ஹேப்பன்ஸ், தே வில் திங்க் ஓ ஸ்பீக்கருக்கே ஹோப் இல்லை, அப்புறம் நமக்கு எங்கேருந்து ஹோப் அப்படின்னு தோணும் இல்லையா? ஸோ வாட் எவர் பி த கிரைசிஸ், the public speaker must ensure that he motivates the audience in such a way that he can give proper examples and evidences. அதுக்கு தான் எவிடன்ஸ் கொடுக்கணும்னு சொல்றது. இப்படி பண்ணினா முடியும், யூ கேன் சக்சீட், எக்ஸாம்பிள் இருக்கு, என்கிட்ட ப்ரூஃப் இருக்கு அப்படின்னா then anyone will believe it. Yes. Okay, I hope you are catching the things. So now let's see what are the key skills for effective public speaking. இப்போ நம்ம வந்து ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் ஆஃப் த பப்ளிக் ஸ்பீக்கிங் இல்லைன்னா ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் ஆஃப் அ ஸ்பீச் பார்த்தோம். Now let's see the key skills required for an effective public speaking. So நிறைய ஸ்கில்ஸ் வேணும், ஒரு பப்ளிக் ஸ்பீக்கர் ஆகணும்னா நிறைய ஸ்கில்ஸ் வேணும் அப்படிங்கிறாங்க. So what are those key skills? Let's see. Number one, the first and the foundation skill that I would recommend is audibility. It's the fundamental skill that you must possess. What is audibility, guys?
The loudness of voice.
I'm speaking loudly.
Speaking not loudly, speaking with a volume that everyone can hear.
Yes, ma'am.
லவுட்லினா ரொம்ப கத்தி பேசணும்னா அதுவும் நியூசன்ஸா இருக்கும், அரோஜகமா இருக்கும்.
Miss, clarity.
Clarity, it's not clarity, clarity. So audibility means it is the loudness of the voice of the speaker, loudness of the voice of the public speaker or anyone. So now you all can hear me, right? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I am audible now. So this skill is very necessary. இப்போ எனக்கு இங்கே வந்து this is a digital platform through which we are learning. So we are like learning through online classes. So we are taking the support of digital devices. Someone has switched on the mic. Mic எல்லாரும் கொஞ்சம் ஆஃப்ல வைக்கிறீங்களா? Yeah, thank you, thank you. So you all can listen to me because of the proper connection, network connection, and also all of you must have set the volume to the maximum. But just imagine if you are standing on a stage and you have to talk. You will have a mic, okay, agreed. You will have a microphone, and so you can adjust the volume in it and you can speak. Just imagine a situation, the mic went off or the mic got switched off. அப்போ எப்படியோ ஆடியன்ஸை என்டர்டெயின் பண்ணியே ஆகணும். So what you can do for that? You don't have to be very loud because that will adversely affect your throat and the vocal cord. So you can slightly increase your volume and you can ask the audience to come forward little bit so that the interaction happens without any interruption. Okay, அதுக்காக நமக்கும் ரொம்ப கத்த முடியாது இல்லையா? So audibility is the first thing that you must learn to manage while speaking. Okay, the second part is communication skills. Communication skills அப்படிங்கும்போது the ability to rightly deliver your ideas, properly expressing your thoughts and ideas to the public. So a public speaker must have the basic knowledge of forming proper sentences in English or Tamil or in Hindi, whatever language you are speaking. So sentence formation correcta panna theriyanum. Otherwise, you cannot become a good speaker. You cannot deliver your thoughts properly otherwise. Okay. Then the third part is very important, eye contact and gestures. Okay. Imagine you are attending a speech by someone and the speaker just looks at the top of the roof or he's simply bowing down and he's looking on the floor and talking. எவ்வளோ நேரம் உட்காருவோம் நம்ம கேட்டுட்டு உட்காருவோம்? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maximum 15 minutes. You will be fed up by then. Okay. So eye contact is very, very important. So if you are addressing a particular group of audience, make sure that you are watching each and everyone properly. அது எப்படி மேம் முடியும் நமக்கு பேசும்போது எல்லாரையும் பார்க்க முடியுமா? It comes with practice. It comes with practice. So that is why we always ask the students to switch on your videos while attending online classes. Most of the online classes go in this way. The students are not turning on their videos. That could be due to multiple reasons. But only if you all turn off your camera, turn on your videos, switch on your videos, the teachers will be able to interact properly with you. Otherwise, எங்களுக்கும் என்ன ஆகும்? டார்க் ஸ்கிரீன் பார்த்து பார்த்து யாரும் இல்லாத மாதிரி ஒரு ஃபீல் வரும். So this is one of the drawbacks that online teachers are facing nowadays. Okay, so that is why your teachers always ask you to turn on the videos, turn on your cameras அப்படிங்கிறாங்க இல்லையா அதுக்கு தான் சொல்றேன். You will also learn to interact with others if you switch on your camera. Okay, it's beneficial for the teacher as well as for the students. We are mutually benefited. Okay, so third point, eye contact and gestures is very important. Gestures means you can use different facial expressions, then you can use different hand gestures. So you are using a lot of emojis on WhatsApp and other social media, right? So that is called gestures. So this is a gesture, this is a gesture, this is a gesture, then this to show please stop, this is a gesture. Okay, you're giving shake hands, that's a gesture. So eye contacts and gestures are very, very important in public speaking. Okay. Then the fourth point is sufficient knowledge of the topic. Yes. Whatever you are going to speak about, you must be knowledgeable about that subject. Am I correct? If you don't have any knowledge about that topic, how will you be able to deliver your ideas to the public? How could you share your thoughts to the public? ஏதாவது தெரியணும்ல ஒண்ணுமே படிக்காம போய் எக்ஸாம் போனா what will you write? How will you pass the exam? Same is the scenario here. So you should ensure that you have sufficient knowledge of the topic, proper knowledge of the topic. At the time you have to do some research, homework is done. Okay. And then the fifth part is presentable body language. Body language is very important because um yeah, we all know that everyone everyone has a belief in some particular god in our houses. Yes, everyone is a god lover here. You may also not be a god lover, it's okay. எல்லார் வீட்லயும் ஏதோ ஒரு காடோட போட்டோ இருக்கும், ஏதோ ஒரு காடோட. ஓகே, நம்ம போட்டோஸ்ல பாக்குற காட்ஸ் எல்லாம் be it any god, I'm not mentioning any specific god, எல்லா காட்ஸும் பார்க்க ரொம்ப ப்ளீசிங்கா இருக்காங்க இல்லையா? Are all the photographs very pleasant, pleasing, appealing, charming, looking so beautiful, enchanting? Yes, எந்த god or goddess எடுத்து பாருங்க, female goddessனா கேட்கவே வேண்டாம், அவ்வளோ அழகா இருப்பாங்க. So even artists draw or paint the photographs of the gods in such a way that the photos should make you happy. The photos should make you the photos should just motivate you. They must make you uplifted, energetic. அதுக்காகத்தான் வந்து நம்ம காட்ஸோட போட்டோஸ் கூட இவ்ளோ அழகா இருக்காங்க. Has anyone seen God? இந்த photographs வரைச்சவங்க யாராவது காட பார்த்திருப்பாங்களா? We don't know, we are not sure. Okay, எதுக்கும் சரி, ஒரிஜினல் காடே அப்படிதான் வச்சுக்கலாம். Let us think that the God is very beautiful. The God is beautiful because only then people will look at him or her. Similarly, a public speaker should be presentable in front of the audience. So what can you do to become presentable? How can you become presentable in front of a good number of audience?
Dress up properly.
Very good. Dressing up properly. So dressing up properly refers to a formal attire. Okay? Always it is necessary to maintain a formal attire by using formal outfits. Very good. Then, any other ways? to maintain your professionalism?
Miss,
Hmm.
stand straight in stage.
Very good. Stand upright on stage. Yes. So you should not bend. கூணு போட்டு நின்னதுனால வந்து it shows that you are not confident. So you should always be brisk, straight.
Body
Straight
language.
அப்படிங்கிறோம் இல்லையா அதுதான். Yes. So sitting straight comes under body language. Very good. I mean, standing straight comes under body language. Good. And then we can say your hairstyle matters a lot. Messy hairstyle ஓட போனா இவன் என்ன இப்படி வந்திருக்கான்னு நினைச்சுப்பாங்க. So you should also ensure that your hair is dressed properly. You are wearing formal outfits. You are wearing formal sandals or shoes. Then the color code of your outfit should not be very embarrassing. Okay, ரொம்ப contrasting எல்லாம் போட்டு போனா it will not look good. And then your body language, the gestures that you are using, all these matter. So the body language should be presentable. அதுதான் presentable அப்படிங்கிறாங்க. Okay, பார்க்குற மாதிரி இருக்கணும். Okay. Next is engaging skill. You may be a good speaker. You may be having a lot of knowledge. You may be having a lot of evidence with you. ஆனா நம்ம மட்டும் கதை சொல்ற மாதிரி சொல்லிட்டே போனோம் வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். என்னோட தாட்ஸ், அதுக்கான ப்ரூஃப், எவிடன்சஸ். People sometimes sit and sleep. Especially after 8 to 10 rows back போக போக சிலவங்க உட்காந்து தூங்குவாங்க. So how to wake them up? You have to engage them by giving some activities or tasks. So a public speaker should also have the skill to engage the audience. Interactions கொண்டு வரதுக்கு முடியும். Otherwise என்ன அவன் பாட்டுக்கு பேசிட்டு இருக்கான் நம்ம கொஞ்ச நேரம் தூங்கலாம்னு people will have a tendency to sleep after some time. Okay, so that all these are human psychology, part of human psychology. எவ்வளோ நேரம் கதை கேட்டுட்டு உட்காருதுன்னு நினைச்சுப்பாங்க. So in between give some engaging activities. Ask the people to come forward, interact with them. Okay. And then time management. Again, you may be a very knowledgeable person having a lot of skills, evidences, examples, and proofs. But every speaker will have a time restriction. For example, our class is only for 1 hour. So I must be able to cover maximum in that 1 hour. Okay. So for at least for me, if I could not cover a few slides, I can take it to the next class. But ஒரு ஸ்பீக்கரை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் if 1 hour is given to him, then he must ensure that he completes his speech in that 1 hour. Maximum he can take 5 to 10 minutes extra, not more than that. So time management is important, especially for you school students. Speaking competition போனீங்கன்னா you will get a maximum of 5 minutes to speak. Most of the elocution competitions are like that. 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. So you must put all your ideas and thoughts in those 7 minutes. இல்லைனா time exceed ஆயிடும் இல்லையா? Yeah. So that is one aspect that you have to check. And the last part is confidence. Actually, I would say confidence should come first. Confidence is the key towards success. Okay? So be confident and then you can move towards success very easily. Okay? Now, if you are someone who is afraid to speak to the public, here are a few techniques that you can use. The first one is practice. So, even an expert public speaker has to practice before coming to speak on the stage. So, you have to rehearse multiple times to build familiarity with the topic. உங்களுக்கும் அந்த நீங்க பேச போற டாபிக்குக்கும் ஒரு பாண்ட் வரது வரைக்கும் you have to keep on rehearsing. So practice multiple times to build that familiarity and confidence. அது பழகி பழகி வரது வரைக்கும் you keep practicing. Then visualization. So we don't have to pay to dream, right? You can dream for free of cost. So visualize that you are speaking confidently on a stage. Everyone are clapping their hands after listening to your speech. They are appreciating you. Okay, so just imagine all these things. These are the secrets behind learning confidence. Okay. Then breathing techniques will also really work. Use deep breathing to calm your nerves. Long breath. For 5 times long breathe in and breathe out panina, that will relax. Will keep you relaxed. And then positive self-talk. So you don't have to talk to yourself in front of others because people might think that this is something else. You can just talk to yourself in your mind by encouraging yourself. Just motivate yourself. I am the best. I will do my best. I'm the best version of myself today. Today I'm going to rock. அப்படி நம்மளே நமக்கு வந்து affirmations கொடுத்துட்டோம்னா that will also improve and develop your confidence. Okay, so practice, visualize yourself talking confidently to others, then use the breathing techniques, and then positive self-talk can also be done. All right. Now, we spoke about engaging the audience. Audience engagement ஒரு பார்ட்டை பத்தி discuss பண்ணோம் இல்லையா? A few minutes back. How can you engage the audience? So here are a few basic methods I have given. Any 4 people can come to just read those points. That's it. Okay. So Kushma can read the first part.
Ask questions, involve the audience through interaction.
Okay. So during the public speaking, you can ask a few questions to the audience. So I ask questions to you students, right? During our class, I sometimes ask questions and a few of you come forward and answer. Okay, so let us not expect everyone to answer, but at least if there are 100 people, at least 10 people might respond, right? So start asking questions. So even சிலவங்க அவங்க ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணலைனாலும் மத்தவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்க, what others are saying. So people will be keen to listen to that, even if they don't want to answer personally. Okay, so ask questions to the audience to keep the session engaging. Okay, yeah, Soundarya, second one.
Use stories, share relevant anecdotes to make points relatable.
All right, storytelling, another major skill. So every public speaker must also be a storyteller, I would say. In the next class, we will discuss how to become a good storyteller because the art of public speaking is very much connected with the art of storytelling. If you are able to give a few simple real life stories or even some imaginary stories to others, that will make your speech very interesting. So you can share relevant anecdotes. Okay, ரொம்ப impracticalaனதெல்லாம் கொடுக்க வேண்டாம். Scientific fantasy எல்லாம் வேண்டாம். People are not expecting fiction. They are expecting real life experiences. So you can share those experiences with the people to make your speech more effective and relatable. All right. Good, Soundarya. Next, Pranavika, you can read the third one.
Yes, ma'am. Visual aids include slides, charts, and images to support your message.
Okay. So for competitions, you will not be allowed to use visual aids. But இப்போ நீங்க ஏதாவது ஒரு அவுட் ஸ்டேஜ்ல போய் பேசுறீங்கன்னா you can use visual aids like PPTs, charts, or images to support what you are speaking. Okay, good. Sai, you can read the fourth one.
Body language. Maintain eye contact. Use gestures and vary your tone.
Okay. Okay, so you can maintain your eye contact regularly, frequently. You have to check whether you are looking at everyone. Okay, maintain your eye contact. Then you can use hand gestures or facial expressions. And then you can also vary your tone. Varying the tone, Miss Kushma, can you please switch off the mic? Varying your tone means right from the beginning of the speech till the end, you are not speaking in the same tone. So sometimes you lower your tone, sometimes you raise your tone, sometimes you are in the middle. Sometimes you become funny, sometimes you become very powerful in your tone. Yes, so tone should keep on changing. அது வந்து நம்ம ECG waves மாதிரி இருக்கணும். இப்படியே இருந்துட்டே இருக்கணும் tone. இல்லைன்னா ஒரே டோன்ல பேசிட்டு இருந்தோம்னா the audience will sleep. இல்லையா? So sometimes I raise my voice during my class. Yes, sometimes I bring it down. Because I should take care of this thing also, no? அதுக்கும் கூட தான் சொல்றது. You have to maintain a proper tone அப்படின்னு. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now, if you are able to engage the audience, that's a very good thing. But towards the end of your session or towards the end part of your class, if you could arrange a Q&A session, that would be really good. Q&A session means answering the questions of the audience. You are giving 5 to 10 minutes time for the audience to ask their questions. If they are having any queries, they can ask and you can clarify it. அப்ப எப்படி Q&A sessions handle பண்றது? We call it FAQ, frequently asked questions. So many people will have questions, but they cannot ask it in between the session. So நம்ம session முடியும் போது last ஒரு 5 minutes Q&A sometimes we used to have during our spoken English classes. So how can you handle those questions of the audience? Okay, any three? I want any three. Shanmika, can you read the first one, first point?
Yes, ma'am. Listen carefully. Understand the question before responding.
Very good. So listen to the question of the person who is asking the question to you carefully. என்ன கேக்குறாங்கன்னு கிளியரா கேளுங்க. If you are not able to understand, just ask them to repeat. எப்படி கேட்கலாம்? Sir, could you please repeat? அப்படின்னு கேட்கலாம். இல்லைன்னா madam, could you please come back? Madam, could you please come back? Or madam, could you please repeat? புரியல. You can ask like that. Okay. So only if you are clear with the question, you can give the best answer for that. Okay, very good. Mahendra, can you read the second point?
Stay calm. Take your time to formulate an answer.
Okay, stay calm. So, even if you are an expert speaker, sometimes you also may find a difficulty in giving an answer immediately to the question of the audience. You may be a very good speaker, an expert and knowledgeable. However, நமக்கும் சில டைம் சில கொஸ்டின்ஸுக்கு இமீடியட்டா ஆன்சர் கொடுக்கறதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் difficulty வரலாம் because we are all human beings after all. So what you can do? I don't know னு சொல்லவும் முடியாது. So just take a few seconds. So you can just tell them, okay, please give me a few seconds. அப்படின்னு சொல்லி just think. ஒரு 10 seconds கூட எடுக்கலாம், problem இல்ல. So take your time to structure an answer. Structuring na formulate na structuring. So take your time to form a proper answer and give it. Okay? And then the third point is very, very essential. Being a public speaker, you have to ensure that you are doing the third point. Yes, Kritileya, can you read that?
Be honest. If you don't know the answer, admit it and offer to follow up later.
Yes. So நமக்கு எவ்வளோ யோசிச்சும் if you're not getting the answer, be honest. Don't give some rubbish and absurd answer. Rather, you can admit that you don't know. And also you can give up and you can give an offer. You can give an offer to them. You should not give up. எனக்கு தெரியாது, sorry. No, that's not the way. Just tell them that you don't know the answer, but you can offer to follow up later. Meaning, I will research and I will get back to you, sir. Let me refer to it and I will explain it in the next session. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு assurance கொடுத்தோம்னா that will work best. Okay. So even during my class, if some of you ask me any doubts that I am not aware of, எனக்கு தெரியாத ஒரு விஷயத்தை பத்தி if you ask me a doubt, I can't just give an irrelevant answer. Instead, I can say, just let me refer to it and I will get back to you in the next class. Okay? அந்த மாதிரி தான் நம்ம இதுலயும் handle பண்ணணும். Now, using visual aids effectively. So, if you get a chance to use visual aids like PPTs or charts, how can you use them properly? So, you have to ensure that these 4 aspects are adhered: clarity, relevance, simplicity, and practice. Just each one can read the points one by one. Soundarya, can you read the first one?
Yes, ma'am. clarity, ensure text and visuals are clear and legible.
So, if you are using a PPT or any digital material, you have to make sure that the text and the images that you have used in that material are clear and legible to everyone. Legible means everyone should be able to see it clearly. எவ்வளோ far away distanceல இருந்தாங்கன்னாலும் அவங்களுக்கும் ஸ்க்ரீன்ல அது கிளியரா தெரியற மாதிரி இருக்கணும். So you must adjust your font size, font style, color, background, and all the other digital aspects in a proper way so that it should reach every audience properly. Okay. And then relevance. Yes. Pranavika, can you?
Yes, ma'am. Relevance. Use visuals that support and enhance your message.
Okay. ஸோ நம்ம பேசுறதுக்கு ரிலேட்டடா இருக்கணும் நம்ம கொடுக்குற இமேஜஸ் இல்லைன்னா நம்ம கொடுக்குற கிராஃபிக்ஸ் அது என்ன வேணும். So here you can see that I have given a simple cartoon image of a boy standing on a stage and he's talking to the audience. So this is related to the workshop that we are speaking about today. Because the topic that I'm teaching you today is the art of public speaking. அப்ப அதுக்கு ரிலேட்டடா தானே இருக்கு இந்த இமேஜ் இல்லையா அது மாதிரி the image that you are choosing or the infograph that you are using should be very much relevant to what you are speaking. Okay, then Palak, can you read the third one?
Yes, ma'am. Simplicity. Avoid clutter and focus on key points.
Yes, simplicity is again talking about being to the point. Okay, that is not like grinding the same thing again and again and again. Rather, make sure that you are straight to the point. Because நமக்கு டைம் லிமிட் இருக்கு நிறைய விஷயங்கள் பேசுறதுக்கு இருக்கு. So you can make sure or you can ensure that you are talking to the point so that you can give some time to the audience also. No, நம்ம சீக்கிரம் நம்ம பேசி முடிச்சிட்டோம்னா you can give time to them also. Okay, so you can avoid clutter. Clutter means unnecessary points and focus only on key points. And then practice, very, very important. Yeah. So Kushma, can you read the fourth point?
Practice familiarize yourself with the technology and setup.
So before getting onto the stage, just check whether your device is working properly, whether the PPT is clear, whether you are able to open it, whether you are able to present it clearly, whether the volume is set properly, mic works properly. இதெல்லாம் நமக்கு பார்க்கணும். So practice அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு கீழே தான் அது எல்லாமே வருது. Also you can practice yourself before getting onto the stage. All right. So last but not the least, continuous improvement is necessary for any public speaker. Okay, last 10 years of public speaking பண்றவங்க கூட they also practice every day. So how can you improve yourself if you want to become a successful public speaker? How can you improve yourself? Okay. Yeah. Sai, you can read the first point.
Seek feedback. Ask for constructive
Criticism
from peers and mentors.
Ask for constructive criticism from peers and mentors. So after completing a workshop, after completing a speech, you can ask your friends or your close members or peer groups to give a proper feedback on how your speech was, so how your performance was. So once you get the feedback from the right people, you can work on it. So feedback will always not be a positive feedback. Some of them may also be commenting that, yeah, Annapurni, you could have improved this part, or Annapurni, you could have used a better presentation. You could have used more hand gestures. So accept all the feedback and learn from it. Okay. So that is the first part that you have to learn. Next is record yourself. Yeah. So, Shanvika, can you? Shanvika.
Attend workshops.
Second point.
Okay, ma'am. Record yourself. Review recordings to identify areas for improvement.
So review the recordings to identify areas for improvement. So if someone is recording your speech, that would be very helpful because after your speech, you can view your recording whenever you're free and then you can form a feedback for yourself after watching your performance. உங்களுக்கே உங்களோட பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் எப்படி இருந்தது அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு உங்க ரெக்கார்டிங்கை பார்த்து ஃபீட்பேக் எடுத்துக்கலாம். ஓகே, எஸ். நெக்ஸ்ட் இஸ் attend workshops. Yes, Mahendra, can you?
Attend workshops. Participate in public speaking workshops and seminars.
Okay, so try to attend maximum workshops as you can. And fourth point, I think, anyone? Palak?
Yes, ma'am.
Fourth one.
Read and learn. Study books and resource on public speaking.
So whenever you get time, you can also spare some time to um, read the experiences or the important messages that public speakers try to explain to the audience. Okay, you don't have to get books. You can rather search on the internet so that you will come across the experiences and the lessons shared by various public speakers. Okay, so can we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we are about to end this workshop. So I would like to conclude by saying that mastering public speaking definitely takes practice. So as we say, Rome was not built in a day. A good public speaker is also not built in just a day. So mastering this skill takes practice, enough time, preparation, and above all, a willingness to grow. எனக்கு லைஃப்ல சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் ஆகணும், எனக்கு முன்னேறணும் அப்படின்னு ஒரு வில் மைண்ட்ல இருந்தா கூட தான் நமக்கு ஒரு நல்ல ஸ்பீக்கர் ஆக முடியும். So by developing key skills that we discussed now, engaging your audience and continuously improving yourself, you can become a confident and effective speaker for sure. So make sure that you are developing all the key skills that we learned today. Then also do not forget to engage the audience. And finally, take some time, spare some time every day to improve yourself so that you can become a good speaker at a very young age itself. Okay? So I hope
Yes,
the
ma'am.
session was interesting today. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So now I think we have 5 more minutes. If you're having any doubts, you can ask. It's now the Q&A time. Yes, if you're having any questions, you can ask.
Madam, good afternoon, madam. This is Bakiraj, madam, Karthik father.
Yes.
Madam, we are starting the session but unable to continue, madam, because I have one format there. So we left the class. You can share this slide, madam.
Yes, the slide will be shared. Also, the recording of the class will be shared, sir. By today, we will
Thank you so
I will
much,
share it
madam.
in the group. Yeah, you're welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, madam.
Welcome. Yes, Soundarya.
Ma'am, while public speaking, do we need to use our hands a lot?
Not a lot, okay. Like let it keep it limited to whenever required. Okay, so mainly the purpose of using our hands is to grab the attention of the audience, just to make sure that they are not sleeping or they are not getting bored. Okay, so make the session lively, you are making use of the hand gestures, symbols, etc. But let us not make it more dramatic, okay? Otherwise, so that people will start thinking it another way.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Any other questions? So after this class, you can share your feedback in the group. Okay. I am also expecting the feedback from my students as a teacher. So just share your feedback in the group after the class. Eagerly waiting for that.
Yes, ma'am.
So no other queries? So start practicing to speak with your friends in English so that you can become a good public speaker in English as well, because we know that every language is important. However, English is the growing language each and every day. Being the global language, people are more interested to listen to English speeches, English workshops, and programs hosted in English nowadays. It's because of the change of the era. It's because of the demand that people or the society is expecting. Okay, so start practicing. Whatever help you want, definitely you can approach me. Okay, all the very best. So we will meet tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the spoken English class. Yes, Soundarya?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then.
Ma'am, while maintaining eye contact with the audience, I'm getting nervous, ma'am. How to overcome it, ma'am?
With practice. Okay. Well, if you are very, see, if you are well prepared, then why should you get nervous? Why should you become tensed? Okay. Keep your mind cool and you can use the techniques that we discussed before getting onto the stage. Four techniques were discussed, right? Deep breathing, practicing. You can also spare some time talking to your best friends so that your tension could be reduced.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Yeah. Kushma, any doubts?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes, can I ask, ma'am?
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, I speak in front of others. I forgot some. I forgot that ideas, and I forgot that, ma'am.
Okay. What type of competitions have you participated in?
For any Independence Day or Republic Day competitions or any leaders' birthdays
Okay, okay, okay.
for that competitions.
Okay. So, will you be given the topic before the date of the competition?
Ah, yes, ma'am.
So, you will have to prepare it from home. Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So, one thing that we have to understand here is when you get time to prepare, sometimes we may be getting a good period of time, maybe say 1 month, okay, even a month before the competition would have been announced. Sometimes we get it just before 1 week. Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
based on the availability of the time, Kana, you must manage the content that you are going to speak. Okay.
Yes,
நிறைய
ma'am.
விஷயங்களும் அந்த ஒரு 1 weekல படிச்செடுக்கணும்னா it would be difficult because you should also study your academic subjects on the other side, yeah. So what you can do, depending on the time that is available to you, time that is given to you, structure a time and then prepare it as much as you can. Do not
Yes,
overload.
ma'am.
Okay. That's why you are
Yes, ma'am.
forgetting some points. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. So can we wind up the session?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. So we have one more
Yes, ma'am.
query. Yeah, Mahendra.
Sometimes I have fear, miss, to talk with teachers, and and stage fear also, miss.
இதுக்கு எல்லாமே இன்னைக்கு பார்த்த இந்த டெக்னிக்ஸ் எல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்றதுதான் அதுக்கு மெத்தட். அதுக்கு தான் இந்த ஒர்க் ஷாப்பை நம்ம இன்னைக்கு கண்டக்ட் பண்ணது. மோர் ஓவர் பிராக்டிஸ். டு நாட் கிவ் அப். பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிட்டே இருங்க. ஓகே.
Okay, miss.
Okay then.
Thank you.
Fine. Fine. So I think we can wind up. It's been 1 hour, right? Okay, so wishing
Thank
you
you,
a
ma'am.
happy weekend. Yeah, you
Thank
have
you,
a
ma'am.
session at 5 o'clock today for science students. You can attend the class at 5 p.m. Okay, by Sneha ma'am. Okay. Thank you, students. Happy weekend.